What's up, YouTube? What's up with y'all? What's up, YouTube family? What's up, Mac Kids Maniacs, new subscribers, and those that's passing through? Y'all be sure to bang that like button on your way in so you don't forget about it on your way out. What up, though? What up, Miss 702? Good to see you this evening. OG Steve, my good partner. Seven Pharaoh. What it do, what it do, what it do? The rest of y'all, get your slow butts up in here and let's get cracking. Loyal 6 times 10, Tori Thompson, J Ship. Y'all know what it is. What's up, Kenneth Johnson? Always good to see you in the comment section, my brother. I just realized how far my microphone is. I hope y'all can hear me good. Hope y'all hear me nice and clear. Been a minute since I've been in here. So, have my stuff together. Right. James Cash, what up, my boy? Gilbert Bell, what up, Cutes? Cutes, I can send you a link, Cutes, but I don't want to talk about that garbage, though. But I can send you a link if you want to come on since you up this late. Michelle, what's up with you, Michelle? What's up? Hopefully you guys seen the Craig Munson interview where he mentioned Gilbert. He mentioned Mr. Cutes in the story. So, they got a true friendship going on back in the day. JC Senior, what up, Candace? Kirksey, what's up, sweetheart? Oh, man. Anybody check out the DNC today? Day 4. Ann Odom, good looking out, man. Matter of fact, Ann Odom, I seen you over there on Trap News Network getting your bar. And remember, I was just talking about dude, right? I was saying, like, a lot of people don't like his childish attitude. And I was saying, I like him. He got a little bit of swag. He's different. He's kind of in his own lane. But then I mentioned that he was doing like everybody else, jumping on this Black Sam interview. And that kind of was like a turn off for me. So I went and checked him out live today. Pretty good channel, man. Pretty good. Just finished watching Kamala's speech. She stressed it out a little too long for me. She was doing good. Then it got boring because she just kept, like, you think she's finished. Then you think she's finished again. Then you think she's finished again. Like, she just kept going on and on like a run-on sentence. So I got tired of it, but she did good, man. She ain't the candidate for me, but she's the much better candidate versus Biden and Donald Trump. Way, way, way better. Danielle, what up, homeboy? What's up with you? But they put on a way better show than those Republicans, man. I'm talking about way better. It's not even close. There's no comparison, which I expected. And like I said, that's what Kamala had to do in order to get more people on her side, because they shit was boring. And they had a bunch of, they talk weird stuff, right? But let's be real. Neither side is talking about a whole lot of agendas. That's the bad part. Oh man, Michelle Obama killed it, but don't put down Barack. Michelle killed it though, for real. Michelle killed it. And it was interesting to see Republicans. Y'all remember when I was in Houston, Texas, and I went live and I was telling you guys that people was jumping off Trump's ship? Remember I said when his own party turns against him, that's a bad thing? Now you got Republicans at the Democratic National Convention speaking against Trump. I mean, I don't know, man. Sometimes I think a lot of this stuff is just obvious when you pay attention. I seen it coming a mile away, man. People tired of his stuff, man. If Kamala can reign in the homelessness, she'll be loved. Yeah, that's going to be a tough part, though. That's going to be real, real tough. Because I don't think no presidents really do anything for the homeless, right? Ann Odom, what up? Yeah. Ann Odom, like I said, I seen you earlier in Trap News Network. Yeah, he sent me his phone number. Yeah. Seven Pharaoh, she got to talking like y'all mama at the church saying bye to everyone. Now she done seen Sister Beverly. Gave shout outs to Miles Davis and Aretha Franklin. What? They say she ain't black. Nigga, she homed in on the blacks. But like I said, keep it honest. neither side really has a good agenda. That whatever their agenda is, they're not really telling us. Kamala had what, like 3 agendas? Trump and them had what, like no agendas? So I don't know. I don't know if they really looking to do anything, but I will say it sounds like Kamala is trying to bring everybody together. She ain't tripping if you're a Republican. She ain't tripping off race. So I think that's a huge difference between the two candidates. And how now they can buy homes. Yeah, that, I mean, they can buy homes, but shit, what do? Sit on our ass and complain? We complain about everything. That's the problem, not to change the subject, but to change the subject. That's the problem with black gangs having peace. Because everybody got something to say. Everybody got so much negative energy surrounding something that should be so positive. That's the problem. People don't want to see change. People don't want to see anything good happen. If it's not happening for them, they don't want it to happen. So we got a lot of that going on, you know what I mean? And there are no illegals in the Crips and Bloods that's trying to come to a table. So it ain't that. That's just something people keep throwing out there. Like, we just talking about blacks, and you probably got a handful of whites and Mexicans from each set, right? In its totality from each set. And we still having issues and a lot of negativity surrounding peace. Yeah. She said, Sean, that's a good one. She said, if you complain, do something about it. And that's what I'm doing while everybody else is complaining. And I don't even live in the city, homie. But I'm getting involved, and I'm a major part to this. Kev, how you think Russian President Putin and China and North Korea really respect the female president with all these wars going? That's a great question. I don't think they will respect her, but guess what? What did she say? Or somebody said tonight. They don't respect Trump. They want Trump to be president because they know he's weak. That's what I think she said. She said he's weak. What up, Rennie Loke? What's going on with you? You want to come on and show everybody your tiggle bitties? Because they be blowing me up about having you on. I'm like, man, let that girl rest. She got her own channel, her own lives. Go check her out over there, because we don't want her to welcome to get worn out. You feel me? Michelle Analyst Vista, what's up? War is easy, peace is hard. Absolutely fact. Absolute fact. But Putin got other things to worry about. He's letting small ass Ukraine, who everybody ran away from the country, who they done bombed everything in the country, push into Russia. He needs to worry about that. Now, how strong he is, how much experience he got, who he's afraid of running America and all that shit don't matter. He can't even handle Ukraine no more, man. Ukraine is over there in Russia now. Muslims ain't letting in women dictate nothing to them. That's a fact, but that doesn't change the U.S. Army or the U.S. aggression and policies and democracy in the world. Putin losing land to the people he started a war with. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? So he don't need to worry about I take that back. He need to worry about if Trump wins, because he know he can get Trump to pull out. You get it? He knows he can get Trump to pull out. He laying in bed with Trump. But Putin losing land to the people he started war with. Think about that. That's pretty deep. Putin and all them other leaders see Trump as their useful idiot. I believe that to be true, Sean. I believe that to be true, man. I just didn't want to come on here and really talk politics. Just the fact that day 4 of the DNC was on, I figure you guys have been watching it. I can't wait for the debate, because I know Trump's going to be slinging mud, and I know Kamala is very, what's the word? I want to say artistic. I don't think that's the word, though. I want to see them go at it and see how she fared. Because they all say she can't do a speech and she can't debate without a teleprompter. So I want to see how she fare up when they go at each other. But she does great with a teleprompter. Articulate. There you go. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Tori Thompson. Correct. Appreciate you, guys. I'm starting to lose my vocabulary when it comes to this brain loss I've been having, right? Since 2004, Democrats have held office for 11 years, Republicans 4. So who's been destroying the country? Why do everybody go back to who's been destroying the country? So you mean to tell me that George Bush 8 years and Little Bush 4 years don't count? I mean, you stopped at 2004. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back to Reagan, man, because Reagan is where it all started. Remember Jimmy Carter? Jimmy Carter was popping, right? Everybody loved Jimmy, the Peanut Man, right? Reagan came with the drugs and the guns. Of course, people liked the drugs because it made money, but that was a lot of damage done. Then Bush comes with the war on drugs. Hold up, homie. Y'all brought all them drugs over here. Now we focusing on people selling the drugs and people using the drugs, right? Then Lil Bush comes in, right? Clinton kind of, sort of continued Bush and Reagan shit, right? They come with all these tough on crime. So they went from say no to drugs, DARE, DARE, going against drugs, the guns. They made all kind of stiff gun laws in California. I don't know about in other states, probably not, but I don't understand how we just gonna go to 2004 to see who's ruining the country. I don't think Obama ruined the country, did he? Obama just made it cool for LGBTQ people. Did he really destroy the country? I mean, unless that is destroying the country. If you consider that destroying the country, then all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I ain't say none of them clean. But Jimmy Carter had the best presidency as far as economics, the economy. Motherfuckers wasn't complaining about money in the 70s. You remember that? And like I said, you got a large majority of drug dealers that love the Reagan era. But what did they do during the Reagan era? Nancy Reagan came with the war on drugs, or whatever it was, say no to drugs. Then came the war on drugs. Under Bill Clinton, like I said, he furthered their agenda by stiffer crime bill and all that stuff. Of course, every single Republican voted for the crime bill. So you can blame it on Democrats and all that. We got to stop blaming people. Who we going to blame the Crips and Bloods on? We going to blame it on the Hoovers? We going to blame it on the Pyrus, the Bloods, the Crips? Like, why are we always looking for blame, to point a finger, to hold somebody accountable when it's all of them as a collective? It's all politics in Washington, D.C. But, you say what you want, man. Say what you want. I know one thing in California, up under Pete Wilson, yeah, that's when our 3 strikes came. That's when mass incarceration came in California. That's when they start locking everybody up for 25 plus years. You still got dudes in prison, not a lot, but you still got dudes in prison right now that fell up under that law. Man, that law was 1993, passed in 1994, or passed in 93 and went into effect in 94, right? 28 years ago. Who messed up the country? I could tell you who messed up California. Man, I'm telling you, Monique Hill, for real. What's up with you? Skunk Dog, what up, homeboy? C-No, what up? Man, y'all don't get me started. Missouri, Arizona, and Texas are gun-friendly states. Nevada, too, man. They walk around with guns on their hips in Nevada. I seen an old dude at the ATM the other night. I'm talking about this dude was old. He might have been a Crip because he was walking on a cane and shit. He all wrinkled up, got white hair. He's driving a big, nice truck that he had a problem getting in and out of. And he walks up to the ATM, and this fool got a gun in his back pocket. He had a gun sticking out his back pocket, which was a grave mistake. Because if somebody wanted to rob him or get him, he barely could move. Just walk up to him, grab the gun out of his back pocket. That's all she wrote. Give me everything you got. Kick him in his knee. He's going to fall on the ground. Hey, elderly abuse isn't cool. I'm not advocating elderly abuse. I'm just saying they carry guns in Nevada too. Do you think the three strikes law made the streets better or worse in LA? I think it made it worse. I know that sounds stupid, but I think it made it worse. You know why? Because a whole lot of people with two strikes decided, when I go do a crime, I'm busting on the police now. When I go do this crime, might as well kill him because I'm going to jail for life anyway. So I think it made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Then you had guys like me to figure, okay, they gave me two strikes. And I don't feel like I deserve these two strikes. So now I'm finna get wilder. I'm finna go do a whole bunch of shit now to make sure I earn them two stripes. So no, I think it made it worse in California. The young boys like to catch people slipping at the ATM, watch them take out bread and follow. Well, they could have got him easy, but you're going to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? It definitely changes the mentality of the criminal, man. The criminal actually escalates his propensity for violence. They kept Charles Manson, but murdered Tookie. Okay, I got another one for y'all. So I remember a whole lot of people used to be mad at Schwarzenegger, right? The Terminator, because he executed Tookie in 2005, December 2005, right? Y'all seen what Donald Trump is saying? Trump is getting ready to, if he wins, fire up the death penalty, federal death penalty. If you was mad at him for frying Tookie, you got to be mad at this fool about to try to fry everybody that's catching murders and repeat offenders and stuff on a federal level. This Milk is voting for Trump. I told y'all Milk is really like that. Milk is part of this black culture, but deep inside, Milk is still Donald Trumpish, man. I'm telling you, man. Trump had 4 years to build a wall. He ain't built shit. All he built was MAGA. Trump ain't built nothing but MAGA in his 4 years, man. Trump lied to y'all. He gonna build it with his own money. Then he went on this rant, we gonna make Mexico build it. Trump ain't did none of that shit. Trump ain't built no damn wall. This is all a political agenda, which is why they mad at Kamala Harris right now, because she's saying she's gonna be tough on the border. So now they mad at her for being tough on the border. And what did they do? They had Donald Trump call them and tell them don't vote for the bill. Wait a minute, does he want to build a wall and be tough on the border or not? Why would he tell all these Republicans not to vote for that bill she tried to pass? Think about that, man. This is politics. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Quit thinking one side is better than the other. Stop thinking one side is better than the other. Okay, Kamala locked up a lot more blacks than Clinton. They still presidents. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. What part don't you understand? What part don't you understand? Same bird, different wing. It's all about tricking you guys into whatever agenda you guys really want so they can pad their pockets, man. That's what they get into politics for. They might want to pass 1 or 2 laws that they come into office wanting, but they got people putting money in their pockets and they have to appease them. You can't put me in office and then I just turn my back on you. It don't work like that. And even if you do, next time around, you are not going to win. And I just said that about Obama. I said, unless you think gay rights ruin the country, Obama was pretty good. Like, just like, this is what they're talking about right now. The Affordable Care Act. You know what the Affordable Care Act is? It's Obamacare under a new name, just to appease his haters. I'm sorry, but Obamacare saved my life, man. I'm sorry if y'all don't have no issues and shit. You might have an issue one day. You just might end up with bad health one day and not have the money to take care of that, right? No, I didn't say it was specifically for black people. America's not just for black people. People voting are not just black people. I don't know, man. I think a lot of people let racism cloud their mind and they thinking too much. We're talking about America. We're not talking about just black people. Man, what messed them up? Everyone voted independent and not for Democrat or Republican. These politicians are lies over truth, sprinkled with blame to distract us from the real issues and solutions. Man, that's funny, JCC. I was thinking the same thing about all these videos going on right now. I don't want to specifically point out who or the subject, but if you get what I'm beating around the bush to say, I'm looking at people mixing a whole lot of truth with a whole bunch of lies right now. The lies are just to fit their agenda and their conspiracy. The truth is just so they have something to talk about. Yeah, it do, man. A lot of this has to do with politics too. The politics make a lot of people racist, and it makes a lot of people narrow-minded. Yeah, yeah, I'm crazy, right? Big U had Trump shot up, man. Big U had Trump shot, and because he wasn't there, makes him look guilty. So he needs to shut up, right? Hey, man, this shit is crazy, man. I'm watching my fellow brothers and sisters lose their mind in real time, man. I wish there was some type of way that I could come up with an idea to where I film some of my phone conversations and make a video out of it. Y'all should hear some of the shit I hear people say. And most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, in less than a year period, people tell me, "Oh, you was right." Oh, you know, I mean, people told me, like, I love Cam. I got a lot of respect for Cam. I'm a fan of Cam. I like his music. I like a lot of his ways of thinking. But when it comes to this Donald Trump and this whole political thing and who the U.S. is going to assassinate next and all that, I totally disagree. So I tell people, no, man, you got Cam wrong. Cam is pro-black. Cam's Muslim. Then they watch Cam for about a day or two and they come back and say, oh, you was right. I never thought Cam would go out like that. I didn't know. I thought Cam was for our people. I'm telling you, man, this whole political agenda and hearing people speak, it's so easy to brainwash a narrow mind or a fragile mind. And by Cam being so loved and respected, he repeats a lot of that stuff. And some people run away loving it and believing it. But then some people see it for what it is. Like, it's just some hatred for Obama. It's hatred for Harris. I don't like Harris my damn self. But guess what? I don't hate her. I don't hate none of them. I understand his politics. They are running against each other. Jerry Allen, good looking out. And I thought I was saying somebody else. Stephen Mackey, good looking out. I never listened to Cam. I got nothing against that brother, but I don't give nothing. Yeah, I think Cam is a very smart individual. He has great knowledge of self, great knowledge of Islam, of American history. He's a good brother, man. Don't get me wrong. I just disagree with him on two subjects. That ain't bad. Two subjects out of hundreds of subjects. That's not bad at all, man. And I don't have nothing bad to say about the brother personally. I like him. I still like him. Black separatists and conservatives, whites are the same politically. That's a good point. I never looked at it like that, but that's a great point. That's pretty accurate, too. Tory Thompson also agrees. Marcus Young, cuz, good looking out, bro. Appreciate that. appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate it. If people could understand how to leverage delegates and lobbyists to get bills passed, that's more effective than joining parties. Big U killed George Floyd on the low. And he wasn't even in Minnesota. So he's telling on himself again, right? It definitely should be good to disagree. I was just talking to Jerry Allen. Jerry Allen, stand up one time. Just talking to Jerry Allen, and that's the reason why I was late on starting my live. And he had some interesting things to say about a particular subject. And I listened to him and I let him speak. And then I hit him back with 3 or 4 different scenarios to the exact same thing he was alluding to. And you know what he said? He said, thanks, man. You know, that's why we have to talk to each other, because sometimes a person can open your eyes to other ideas. Yeah, for sure. Tools and fuels go a long way, especially when I'm getting ready to rent this car and go to California. Gas is high, up under Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Remember, Clarence Thompson started out as a black separatist. Clarence Thomas is the worst. So, I mean, he is horrible, man. That dude's a big fraud. Clarence Thomas is probably one of the top 5 biggest frauds in office in my lifetime. And that includes the Watergate scandal. That includes, what was fool's name that worked for Ronald Reagan? Damn, I don't know how his name slips my mind. That was lying all about Nicaragua and stuff. Man. And Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Babyface Loxa, what up? Oh yeah, every time I see Babyface Loxa, I think of Easty 69, Easty 69. I know you watching. Hey man, I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you over there socking your phone or your TV screen as we talk about politics, because you know you're going to owe me $69.60 when Kamala Harris wins the popular vote. Clarence Thomas told Anita Hill to call him Long Dong. I ain't mad at that, man. Long Dong. Man, I wanted to be Long Dong when I was a little kid. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? When you learning about sex and porn and shit, like that name was off the hook. I'm like, man, I want to be Long Dong Gold or Long Dong Platinum or some shit. You know, I kind of achieved that when I was skinny. But as I built up this stomach, it kind of shriveled up a little bit. Too much information. Yes, sir, at times we allow biased opinion. Well, like you said, and like the brother just said, we have to talk to each other. We must talk to each other so you can see things another way, right? King Streets, what's up with you? I haven't seen that name before. Roland Dean, what it do? Hair on a soda can. Babyface used to be a what? At what? Damn. He just threw you in the Compton, swat me like that. Clarence Thomas' opinion on the Second Amendment was correct. I was proud to see Clarence when he first got it, but now, major disappointment. Man, he's so crooked. It's a shame how he could be so crooked. And the most funniest thing about that is you got this black ass motherfucker, right? He black as hell. And he up there crooked as fuck. He get caught lying all the time. His wife runs shit. His wife run the household. She's just as crooked as and worse as he is. And we don't hear white people going in on. We don't even hear white people on the Democrat side or independents going in on this black motherfucker with glasses. I put my glasses on, y'all try to clown me. I come on here, y'all worried about if they reading glasses or if they prescription glasses. Y'all talk about how cheap they are, $3, $4. Clarence Thomas sits his old ass up there with his glasses on, and ain't nobody talking about that man, knowing he's a stereotypical black man from a white's point of view. Lying, conniving, stealing, thieving son of a bitch. That's exactly what he is, Aunt Odom. Man, have me and you ever agreed so much in one single night, my brother? Clarence just a tool for the rich. SCOTUS for sale. Man, I bet he's selling more than just how he dictate laws, right? I know he is. Please holler at AC Moses Immaculate Jill. Man, I've been trying to holler at AC Moses since, what, 2, 3 months. I done sent text messages, I done called. Y'all gotta holler at me. Y'all got my number, and if you don't got it, you know how to get my number. Y'all don't answer the phone when I call y'all. Y'all don't answer my text when I text y'all. I know y'all had Obama phones. Do you got a Biden phone now? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they be bagging on Obama, man. Y'all had phones when Obama was in. Now Joe Biden is in. Y'all, what's the name? Donald Trump was in. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no phones no more. Y'all ain't had phones for 7, 8 years, man. But y'all don't like Obama? Obama didn't do shit for this country? I'll be goddamn. Obama helped y'all have a phone, a working phone, a free phone. You trying to cash out? What's the problem? I get cash apps. I don't understand. But man, not only did he pass phones out, he gave y'all burner phones. Now every dope dealer, every murderer and killer, every criminal in the world had a burner phone that they could talk on. You know what I mean? I mean, don't think they wasn't recording y'all, but I'm just saying y'all have phones to call for legit business and legit conversation and stay in touch with your family. You know, a lot of homeless people was able to reach their family when they got them Obama phone. So in a sense, he did do something for the homeless too. He kept them to where they could stay in contact with their family. And some of them would come down and see the homeless, bring them food, bring them a new tent. Some of them bring them back home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I already said Obamacare. That saved my life. So, Jeremiah Gardner, and I'm not championing Obama. I just ain't thrashing Obama like a lot of people do. Yeah, we talked about the health care already, man. But you know where Obama did mess up? And I'll never forget this because my grandmother was elderly. And my grandmother she was approaching 93 years old when I used to hang out with her every day. And they had gave her an increase in her Social Security check. So she was happy. She like, oh, I can't believe this. This black man got in office and giving us more money. It wasn't long after that she told me that they cut the monthly amount that they receive. So yeah, Obama did his part, but Obama backdoored senior citizens and cut their checks. Trump is trying to cut the checks permanently. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, people worked for that. People worked for that money, man. Obama hurt them pockets when Obamacare went into effect, but that was his baby. He used his power in the House and Senate to get that done. Listen, man. Yeah, he hurt them pockets of the rich. And guess what? It was so great of a plan that even during the Trump presidency, 4 years, he could not overturn it. And it's still in effect 8 years later. Going on 8 years later, it's still in effect. Or was it 12 years? You know what I'm saying? People with money might have started paying twice as much for insurance. People with no money or low money didn't. Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, it helped a lot of people in this country, bro. That's why it's still there. If it was that bad or that illegal, you think these rich people in 4 years of Trump wouldn't have overturned that? I understand what you're saying, C-Note. I get it. Just like I said, senior citizens' checks got cut behind Obama. Nobody talks about that, though. I'm just saying, man, I don't look at one side as greater than the other. You're going to have your positive agendas and your negative agendas. Everything that happens, every law that's passed is not going to benefit every single American. And it's not going to hurt every single American. Obama's push on clean energy created a lot of good jobs. I'll give him that. Surprised he didn't run again himself, honestly. He can't run again. How could he run again? Can't you only have 8 years? Local politics matter more than national politics, no cap. Yeah, of course. But nobody gets to know their local politicians. And they there to pad their pockets too, man. Look, let me tell you something. I've been thinking about doing this story for 2 years, but I really didn't want to throw dude out there, right? I hit baby S Mac to this guy. He's a Mexican drug dealer in LA. Well known at the time. He don't get no light now. Nobody talks about him or anything. You know what he used to do with his drug money? He used to donate to the Mexican candidate, the Mexican politicians, so he could get things done, so things would benefit him. He donated millions to the Mexican politicians in LA. So still the same thing, bro. People put politicians in the place that can help them. Because most people around the city, I'm only speaking for LA, they don't know shit about these damn politicians. If they didn't go to school with them, grow up with them, or meet them in person, don't know who the hell they are. Are you gonna be on an A's fan when they move to Vegas? I'm gonna still be a Dodger fan, but yeah, I'm gonna support the A's without question. So yeah, man, that's real talk, man. I may do a story on it eventually, man. It's a good story. And we're living in an era where people don't know this dude. No, like the people on YouTube don't know this dude. Nobody mentions this dude's name, his story, and none of that. This fool done been caught up for all kind of shit, murders, drug dealing, conspiracies. That dude's on the streets, kicking it with millions. Hey, you go, young DJ, cut it out, man. Don't lead nobody. Don't lead nobody to this man and steal my thunder. But yeah, DJ, you on point, homie. You on point. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Baby E knows exactly who I'm talking about. Without question, man. It's all good. You know people steal my content ideas, bro. That's why they want to say his name. But people watch this, quietly watch this, and then they go do their own live and say, Kev Mac said this, or Kev Mac got a bootleg channel, Kev Mac with them bullshit interviews. You know what I mean? And then they go steal my content. They beat me to the content. Two-term limits were introduced after F.D. Roosevelt. Remember, he was elected to 4 terms. I don't remember him being elected to 4 terms, but I do remember it becoming 2 terms. I think I know the DJ. He has plenty of those. Yeah, Monique, absolutely. Cash App is Kel Mac videos. My moderator's been posting it. I don't know why the Cash App is not working for you, my brother. Where Daisy Duke starts when he cut his grass in a hot Sunday afternoon. Unfortunately, that's the price of being successful. Motherfuckers hate left and right. Kid, being honest, I wouldn't know most of these dudes on YouTube if it wasn't for me rolling with you in the con. Thank you, Sino. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, he a powerful figure who beat them alphabet boys. Yep, that's a fact too. That's another fact. And that's kind of the reason why I never wanted to get in on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring no harm to him or his family in his late age. And I don't want to make them alphabet boys feel humiliated. You know what I mean? But that's an actual fact, baby. Actual fact. That's why his story is so wonderful, so great, that I can't believe nobody talks about this guy. Kenneth Johnson, good looking out, my brother. He worked for Kenneth Johnson, homeboy. Another thing, some channels is taking pictures of the chat. You don't say the names. They will make videos and show the chat saying names. Yeah, you one of them. Remember, you ran over and did that too, bro. Unless you just telling on yourself. My Cash App says report or block. Why would it say that? I don't know why my Cash App would say that, my brother. Washington had terms. I will vote for Obama again. Yeah, chill, Kev. It's feds in here watching 100%. Oh, I wasn't talking about the feds, though. All that's already been taken care of. Since the first Bush, it's been Republican, then Democrat, every election back to back. Babyface, Lobster. Obama, then Trump, then Biden. They made videos. I didn't. A lot of people make videos, man. Listen, if you're having a hard time understanding YouTube and social media, there's very limited content going on right now. When there's limited content, what they do is they look for whatever name they think is big or popular, whether it's out of jealousy, envy, or because they need that name for likes and views. So they will pick out of a hat and say, okay, today we're going to talk about this guy. Somebody sees the video, get a bunch of likes, and they start repeating. Same thing with this big boy Black Sam interview. Same thing with these Big U interviews. When you see these guys talking about Big U, everybody starts copying. They talked about Cowboy for a long time. Now it look like they're about to start getting on Cowboy again. You know, they've been doing videos on Brick Baby. They kind of backed off Brick Baby because they got other subject matters right now. So yeah, man, I told y'all before, dudes was calling me the CIA and FBI. Dudes ain't even in California, don't even know me. Was mad for the simple fact I did not let Rockhead and Frog go at it on my live stream. And they just started throwing me out there. I'm COINTELPRO. I'm all of this shit, right? They need the likes and views, and they know some of y'all gullible enough to come watch it, like it, view it. And some of y'all are going to use the same subject and go out there and try to get you some new content, some new subscribers. I'm glad you out the loop too, Kenneth Johnson. You know why? So many times I just want to go hide my face. But if I didn't have to pay rent, I would have been and done this, man. I would have been and quit. I would have quit a long time ago. But gotta pay my fucking rent, man. So yeah, and then plus, sometimes I have fun with you guys. Sometimes I enlighten you guys. Sometimes you guys enlighten me. So as long as I can learn something from it, or you guys can learn something from it, I think or if we can laugh and have fun, I think it's all worth it. But they mad because you real content, true history. Thanks, Westside Ebby. I think some people do get mad or jealous because they don't have as much history as I got. I know some people get mad because you just called me a real OG. Some people get mad at that. When did Kev become an OG? How's Kev an OG? You know what I'm saying? Every little thing, back to what I was saying. Anytime there's something positive, we begin with negative energy. We don't want to see nobody excel, nobody do better than us, none of that. Don't rely on YouTube for your dividends and happiness. Keep it real, dog. Don't rely on YouTube for your dividends and happiness. Keep it real. What do you mean, keep it real? I'm keeping it real. I have to rely on YouTube, fool. I'm glad you got the live channel. I enjoy the conversations here. I enjoy you leaving comments under the videos. You leave some really good comments. What's up, Kev St. Louis tapping in? What's the topic, big homie? We was talking about the left and the right, the red and the blue, those that dictate you. You know what I mean? The politicians in America and the local politicians. That's pretty much what this came about. And right now, we're just talking about people hating and people out of content. So they use other people's content to talk over, speak over, twist and turn, add their own conspiracies and lies to what little truth they can find. That's what's up, Sino. That's what's up. Documenting history and culture without question. One of the most profound things and one of the best compliments I ever got, remember, it wasn't even meant for me. It was meant when the hood postman was giving shouts out to another guy saying it was brilliant, it was marvelous that a guy could come up with this idea and document the gang culture. The whole time he really was talking about me, but giving the accolades to somebody else. And I thought that was awesome. Except for he made a mistake in who he was giving props to. But yeah, man, it's just something I came up with after Baby Shawnee Mac used to ask me a bunch of questions when I got out of prison. And while I was in prison, I asked rivals some questions. I asked dudes from other sets a few questions. I didn't know I was going to be doing gang history, but when Baby Shawnee Mac would ask me questions, I said, I'll reach out to the big homies and dudes from other sets and see if I could get your questions answered. That's when I came up with the idea of let's just do the history, and it wasn't popular. I tell y'all all the time, it wasn't popular. Okay, if anybody making videos talking about the Nipsey case and they're not from 60s, are they snitching, even by what they saying and don't know about? I don't know if you could be snitching if you don't know shit about something, right? They're repeating what somebody else said. So that will fall up under a conspiracy to murder or conspiracy to hit for hire. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's lying, but I will say they take these videos, they grab a little bit of truth out of them, and then they put a whole bunch of fiction in them. You know why? Austin, Texas. I was looking at some videos today, and one thing that I've been realizing a lot is a lot of these dudes have these pre-notions already. A lot of dudes in their feelings, right? And so they're going to be heavy on one side as opposed to the other. So they take these truths. So now they document truth. They repeating truth. They repeating what you already heard and what you already know. And then they start making up some bullshit because they're using their own opinion now. They went from fact-based information to their own opinions. So as you said, it's something they know nothing about. So now you're going from something concrete to some made up bullshit. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Jesse James interview was slept on. I've been talking about Jesse James a lot lately. I've been wanting to reach out to him, but for some reason, some way, somehow, I have not found the time to call that man's phone. Confirmation bias. Kid Mac video. Yes, gathering from other sources and put it in their own words. Facts made up. Right. Chewed up grass. Right. Y'all on it tonight, though. Shit, y'all wide awake tonight. I guess because I gave y'all a break yesterday. Y'all mental capacity is much larger and on point tonight than a normal night because y'all get tired of me. The whole case is online. There's a channel that has Cowboy the Girl and Cousin Carrie's grand jury testimony, word for word, and the whole thing is on video. But people still making false claims. Tell them about it, DJ. In this whole scenario in the videos I watched, they completely dismiss old girl. They completely dismiss her testimony, her talking to the police before they even was in court. They just dismiss all of that shit, right? They totally dismissed that he's in the car putting bullets in a gun and all that. If it was premeditated, he would have had all that ready the first time, right? And I believe, and this is not a fact just yet, I believe that whole thing about his whole family got killed is a motherfucking lie. I believe all that shit's a motherfucking lie. For one, dude didn't even live in the hood. He didn't even live in the hood. So at some point, you got to figure out how did they find his family. Second of all, wouldn't that have been major news? Wouldn't that have been all over the news? I ain't never seen no news clip. Tony Moore, what's up? Your girl up in here, man. Your girl up in here with the tick old bitties you always asking about. I'm trying to tell you, Tobias Shakur. I'm trying to tell you. But I just don't want to state it as a fact because I haven't done all the homework. I've done a little bit of homework, and he didn't even live in the hood, bro. His dad, I believe his dad is still living. I don't even know if he had any other siblings. Dude, man, they just make stuff up and everybody run with it. I seen one girl say it in a video and she said it with confidence. I done seen like 7 other videos now repeating what she said. I'm like, anybody gonna show pictures of the dead family, the police at the house? They gonna show us anything to say that there's some proof that shit happened? I'm just saying, man, because the father allegedly, supposedly, had hired Christopher Darden. So the father was still living when Christopher Darden had the case, right? When Darden quit because of death threats, he had to get a public pretender, right? I don't know, man. He had a cousin named Harold that lived over there. But he didn't have his family, his siblings. Remember, his whole family got killed. Not his cousins, his family. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. You just woke up from a nightmare. And then, yeah, these YouTube detectives still trying to solve a murder that the FBI and the police couldn't solve. Now, I'm going to take you back to another. See, I didn't want to talk about this shit because people think I'll be siding with one person over the other like they believe I side with Miss Harris over Donald Lump Lump, right? Which I do, but I don't advocate for her though. Yeah, I believe it was a lie, but I'm just saying I don't know for sure, so I'm just saying I'm gonna throw another one at y'all, right? Shit. Let me think about my point. We all knew that wasn't true. Black people don't really get down like that. There have been black people that got down like that, especially from '60s. Christopher Darden is always on the wrong side, always on the wrong side of history. His hair is on the wrong side of history, too. Damn, I forgot what the other point I was going to hit for y'all. Man, don't put it past these motivated, lazy people. The lawyer, the actor, lawyer. In my opinion, the individuals there know what went down. Everybody else is just opinions, respectfully. Nip said it, and he said it well. FDT. Yeah, they did that. They did. People forgot about that song. They don't play it enough. I wasn't going to bring that up, but that's why I said, really? Man, I had another key important piece to that whole puzzle that I done forgot. There was also an interview. I think it was on that podcast the Cowboys always on, I believe. And he interviewed the prosecutor or the district attorney on that case. Oh, I remember my point. My point being, they say he got these phones, right? And one's a government issue phone, which I believe to be true. So they say that, he make these calls to people. Well, shouldn't that government issue phone that they are listening to know the whole get out? Can't from that government issue phone, they get a ping to his other phone he carries so they know where he's at and who he's called, which means they can also get a hold of the other phone number and get all them calls? Bro, the prosecutor on that case said they had many leads. I've been thinking about finding the video and clipping it for y'all, but I'm like, I'm not invested in all that shit. I'm not here to get anybody off, but just stick to the. How hard is it to say, I don't like this nigga because he's greedy. I don't like this nigga because he's a bully. I don't like this nigga because he didn't get along with Nip. How hard is it to say that? It must be hard because niggas rather say you killed this person, you killed that person, you had this nigga killed, you were on camera when this nigga got killed, and you had this nigga killed, and you had this nigga robbed. Like, really? It's easier for you to tell than for you to say you don't like somebody? Really? Like, for real? Like, I could call a nigga in a heartbeat and say, bro, I disagree with what you're saying. I disagree with your stance. I can't go on here and start telling y'all who killed who and why they killed them. Shit, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like I'm the minority or some shit. No, I was not with Nipsey the day he died. I was in Houston, if you guys remember. And that's why I came back to LA, because I got the phone call that my homeboy was killed. So I immediately came back to the land. You know what I'm saying? I went to the funeral. And no, I was not there. I wasn't even in California. One thing I respect about your platform, Kev, you never talk down on nobody for views. Stay doing what you're doing. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, a lot of people hearing these interviews with Lil Kev Mac and all this. They calling him Lil Kev Mac. Some of them say Kev Mac, but you got to listen to the information. Don't listen to the name, listen to the information. I wish Nip Brother didn't give them a story to fill in. Man, I don't know, man. It's kind of like semi backfiring, but I told you I believe it was to promote a possible upcoming documentary or biopic. No, he never said I was there, homie. He did say Kev Mac. He wasn't talking about me. We know from the video cameras and court testimony that he's talking about Cowboy. They have phone towers for that reason, Kev. They can put. I already know. I know. But I'm just saying. Right, right, Western Ave. I'm just saying. If this case was so easy to open and close, do you think this dude would not be in prison already? What Andre talking about? I didn't see what Andre said. It makes me not even want to look at it. West Side Heavy. Common sense logic won't work for YouTube conspiracy. Common sense and logic don't work well for anybody. Tupac is still alive. Elvis Presley's still alive. Bob Marley's still alive, right? There's a lot of things going on. Nip is very missed. LA has definitely had a black cloud on it since that and Kobe. Yeah, that was me, Andre Davis, in the video. And no, I never laughed at Nipsey. So, if your mind is so weak, so fragile that you heard somebody draw up their own narrative and you see me laughing and you believe that, you are either a child or you are a very lost soul in America. But I appreciate the fact that you could come here and ask me for clarity as opposed to running with that and repeating it like some of these other imbeciles. Anything else you would like to know so I can help you draw a better conclusion? Question, Kev, was that Nip and his pops who used to be in Slauson Swap Meet who sold the incident? Not that I know of. If so, I never knew about it. I saw Tupac on Kings Highway and Natural Bridge at the White Castle. That's why I'll never listen to dude, Rissa Islam. He went to scene and said it was a government train hit. There's a few people that was caught. Remember that one guy that was saying there was white people going around killing us in the ghetto? And that was a pretty good spiel. You know, people was believing it. Remember they said there's white people be meeting in the parking lot on Western and Slauson. I went by Western and Slauson. Sure enough, it was a couple white people there. They did not look like they was that hard or that trained to be running around killing black people in all the different neighborhoods. So when you have this back porch and front porch talk, you hear about incidents and you hear about shooters and you hear what gangs are going at it. And white people ain't in them gangs. You might have 1, 2, like I said earlier. You might have up to 5 at the most, right? So we know it was not that. Of course, later on, he's pulling up and finding out this is black on black violence. So it goes back to what y'all was saying, common sense. We don't have common sense no more. Like, why would you put that out in the air? Why would you just say that out in the air like something that stupid, right? White guys in disguise, Tony Moore, why would you just lie like that? What Tony Moore say now? Right? Tony Moore probably playing, but let me see what he said. Tony Moore is like a jokester, man. Blessings to RZA. Oh, I don't know why he would say that, because y'all don't like him. And Tony Moore giving him props. I remember the Night Stalker had everybody in LA spooked that Richard Ramirez was a. Yeah, I remember that. These conspiracy people remind me of that girl that was drunk in a hotel that locked herself in the freezer and died. Respect the platform, Kev Mac live stream. Why wasn't there a conspiracy about Lorena Bobbitt? Oh shit, I don't know. I'm lost. I don't even know who RZA is. Sound like Piazza or pizza to me, dog. I don't have my glasses on. The R almost look like a P, like we talking about pizza. Italian pizza, New York pizza, pepperoni and sausage, thin crust, thick crust, traditional crust, dough crust. Like, I respect those who are pro-black regardless of their religion. You can't go around respecting people just because they pro-black. Like a pro-black dude can be as much as a snake as anybody else. Let me tell you something, homie. Let me tell you something. All of this, he did, she did, he said, she said, going on YouTube right now, dealing with Los Angeles. Them dudes are mainly all pro-black, mainly all Muslims or from Africa. Think about that for a minute. Have anybody seen the homie Cowboy from 60 Kid? Have anybody seen him? He just did an interview yesterday or today. Has anybody seen him? What kind of question is that? He had a store. He had a store. People was going to a store buying shit and kicking it with him. Mm. I don't put nothing past white folks who would have ever thought COINTELPRO was real. Shit. All the pro-black people thought COINTEL was real. Remember how they were on, like, you could carry guns and all this old shit, but when the Black Panthers had guns, it was a problem. Remember? Black Panthers was telling us about this shit a long time ago. Them dudes in Chicago been telling us about this a long time ago. I don't know, maybe because you're a little younger, but yeah, everybody believed in COINTELPRO except white people. White people was the ones that didn't believe it exists. Remember, white people used to say, oh, what do we do? Sit around all day, 24 hours a day, and think about ways to take down black people? Yes, motherfucker. That is what you do. You got study groups. You do all kind of studies. And y'all have these meetings. And y'all sign your names and shit when you come into meetings so y'all could get government money. Hell yeah, that's what y'all do. Hell yeah, that's what you do. Shit, that was before Reagan's era, though, man. That was before Reagan, bro. But yeah, Reagan did do that. But the Panthers, it was before that, bro. Oh, he was governor of California. Yeah, you're right. Crystal, I don't know, but they will find out when I'm around. The Black Panther Party was a threat to the government and white extremists pouring drugs in our black communities. Indeed, that's what they do. Absolutely, that's what they do, man. That's why black people always crying and complaining. So Kamala Harris said, don't just complain, do something. That's why I'm participating in this whole peace thing. And I'm not complaining, other than we'll never come together because we so ignorant and stupid and hateful. So I'm doing something. I'm putting my life on the line, my foot forward, my reputation, my platform. I'm putting everything on the line, man. We know it came from J. Edgar Hoover, my brother Trey Payal. They released that combo of Nixon talking to Reagan, racism, man. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Did y'all watch the video, the bus driving video I dropped today? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Just because white people smile in your face or talk about us within their household, it don't mean they really don't like us. It also don't mean they like us. They still gonna view us as that N-word. Until we stop being ignorant and killing each other and being untrustworthy amongst our people, they are going to continue to call us that N-word. Emancipate our mind from it. That's what it is. Not just mental slavery, but physical slavery as well. And a lot of black people don't want to do the work. When I say the work, I'm talking about grassroots organizations. I'm talking about bringing brothers and families together. I'm talking about going back to the days of the late 60s, early 70s when black families was a thing. And it ain't just us men, because I'm always focusing on the men. It's the women too. The women became too empowered with Section 8 and welfare. So now they don't need a man. They don't need a man, but they got 5 or 6 different men coming through. Now the daughters is growing up like, oh, it's cool to have 5 or 6 boyfriends. Now they want 5 or 6 boyfriends. They hearing mom get polled at night. Now they want to get polled at 12, 13 years old. We can do a whole lot better, my nigga. Yo, Kev, imagine a lot more of us being involved more in the litigation and policy. We'd be dangerous litigators. Some of them prison lawyers be the baddest dudes. I've always said the jailhouse lawyers are the worst motherfuckers in jail. Prison lawyers, you got a whole bunch of Johnny Cochrans all across this nation, man. When them dudes get to prison and really start studying their craft and learning the laws, them dudes are some smart dudes. You're right. There's a whole lot of Johnny Cochrans in prison. But we can't come together, man. I'm not saying we can't, but up until now, no, it's just too hard, man. Too much going on with us. Hey, let me stop all this real talk, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jerry Allen, Kenneth Johnson, and Stephen Mackey. Appreciate y'all, man. And Oldham Black Warrior Spirit. Y'all have a good one, man. I'm out. Peace.